I'm coming to you from the future. So the reason why we're time traveling today is because at Christmas I made the outfit you see on the mannequin, Gingerbread Man inspired. And it was a skirt with suspenders with the blouse like you see. And the outfit was inspired by Starbucks had out their holiday lineup of drinks. And I had gone there and I had a gingerbread oat latte. And I came home feeling all gingerbready and I started sketching and that's what I came up with. But what ended up happening was that my video footage got all messed up. So the beginnings of the project, I had filmed it the wrong orientation because it was like one of the first videos I was doing for YouTube and I didn't know about like the landscape versus the portrait orientation when you're filming. So it really messed up the formatting of the video and kind of like the first half is unusable. So what I thought I would do is come back and kind of add to the outfit and film this intro. And I want to make now a purse, like a gingerbread house purse that's going to go along with the dress. So we're going to cut to the original footage that was salvageable, and that's midway through making the outfit. Okay, I just wanted to come back really quick because something that I discovered pretty quickly here is that the rickrack's kind of thick to sew through and I don't want to keep piercing my finger with the needle. So what I'm doing is going around it just to hold it in place rather than through it. So kind of like that, like around. So I'm going to keep going with that. Another thing that I discovered was when I laid this out, that I've been using this side of the fabric. I think the camera's going to pick it up. I thought this side was a little bit more flocked, a little bit more gingerbread colored than this side. You can see the color difference, but I found I sewed one of the panels backwards, so I had to unpick it and redo it so that the colors matched up properly. Okay guys, so today is Friday and this morning my package arrived and what I ordered is this wig you see on the mannequin here. And the reason behind it is, I don't think I talked about this yet, but I was inspired for this gingerbread outfit by the little gingerbread man in the movie Shrek. So he's got the purple gumdrop buttons. I believe he has like blue eyebrows. So that's why the purple and the blue in the wig. And then I got this pencil, NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. It can be eyeliner or eyeshadow, but I'm actually going to try it on my eyebrows. The shade is called Blueberry, I believe. And so when I wear the final outfit, I was thinking to do my makeup like the little gingerbread man. I think that would be really cute from Shrek. So I also wanted to show this to you guys. My mom got this for me. Actually, it says sugar and spice and everything nice. I believe it's from Indigo. So because I told her when I was inspired to make this look, I told her we're going to have a gingerbread Christmas. So we've been buying little things here and there with gingerbreads on them. She has some gingerbread ribbons downstairs on our kitchen cabinets that looks really cute with some tea lights underneath the cabinets all lit up. So really enjoying the, oh, and we got a gingerbread house from Longo's that we're going to put together as well. You guys, whenever I wear this denim top now, I think about the last time I went out for dinner with my friend Kelsey and we showed up and we were both wearing denim tops. So we were laughing and we're saying next time we'll have to call ahead and make sure we're not wearing the same thing. Speaking of which, normally it's our tradition to go out for Swiss Chalet Festive Special once a year. So I'm going to have to get that done as well. So I have this piece of fabric just draped on the mannequin, and that is because I just wanted to see how it would look like a little bit with the suspenders, which will be added on after I finish the rickrack and the buttons. Speaking of the rickrack and the buttons, they're taking much longer than I anticipated. It's really slow going, and I feel like the project is getting a little bit stalled out for me. So what I think I'm going to do is move on to the blouse a little bit. I'm going to start drafting the blouse and making it just to kind of feel like I'm making some progress and kind of come back to the rickrack and the buttons or work on it in between. So I just want to keep the motivation going and keep the project going. So I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks actually. I had the flu, I had to work, so some things got in the way, but we're finally finished the gingerbread outfit. I finished sewing the rickrack all over the skirt and the buttons. I attached the suspenders and I made the whole entire blouse just like in my drawing. So the last thing to do, of course, is to try it on and show you the completed look. Okay, we're back to the future. It's present day now, and now we're going to make the gingerbread house purse. I'm like Marty McFly with these. To make the gingerbread house purse, I started by cutting out the pattern, which I bought online from Etsy. Next, I cut out the foam, the fabric, and the lining. After I cut the first side of the house, I realized you were supposed to add your own seam allowance, so I had to go back and do that with my chalk. I cut out a front door from my house and appliqued it on, following the markings of the front door on the pattern. Next, I hand pasted some silver rickrack around the perimeter of the door frame, and then I sewed that in place using my machine. I measured and marked out placement lines on the roof of my gingerbread house. Then I sewed gold rickrack along the lines. I didn't base these because it was just a straight line, which was easy to sew. Finally, I sewed snowflake-shaped buttons onto my house to look like falling snow, and a round white button on the door to look like a doorknob. Okay, so now we have all of the pieces cut out, and I've started to decorate some of them with supplies I have left over from the gingerbread outfit, buttons and snowflake-shaped buttons and rickrack. Next, I began to assemble the floor and the sides of the house with flexi foam in between each layer to give the gingerbread house stability and shape. I added a little bit of link to my handles and I sewed them onto the top of the roof, followed by the zipper. I ended up having to hand sew the sides of the roof closed. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it intended by the pattern, but I found the pattern instructions kind of confusing, so I went off script and this is what I did. And then in the end, I couldn't figure out how to attach the roof to the house other than by hand sewing, so that's what I did, and that was the final step, which completed my gingerbread house. All right, so that is the making of our gingerbread house and the gingerbread outfit, and I can finally get this video posted for you. So it is a cute purse with a plaid fabric inside, Christmas plaid. I'll put the link for the pattern I used in the description. However, I don't know if I can fully recommend it because the instructions were quite confusing and I ended up totally throwing them out the window. It called for Velcro to open. The roof actually opened like this, but I decided to put a zipper in and make it like a purse. So I went completely off script. I also made the handles longer. When I researched it a little bit more, it turns out the pattern maker is Italian and the instructions were translated into English. So I don't know if everything translated properly. I do feel like there also could have been a few more pictures to go along with it. So like I said, halfway through, I just kind of threw them out the window and did my own thing. But it's kind of cute. And another detail about the pattern is if you do it their way, they actually have the door opens and the windows open, but I didn't want that. I wanted it to look like a gingerbread house where everything was piped on top. So I skipped those steps. I guess the pattern was mainly intended to be a kid's toy, but I wanted mine to be a fashion purse. What else do these do? Oh, 3 settings. Okay, so off. Well, off is not a setting, but okay. On. Flashing fast. Flashing slow. Off. You guys, I got these glasses for an alien collection I want to make. I feel like Bill and Ted. Wild Stallions. God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to everyone. Wild Stallions. God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you. Be excellent to each other.